So vercel is the best hosting service that I've found. Now in order to set it up, we need to add a few files. We need a vercel.json and a requirements text file with all of our pip requirements in it. We need to tell vercel what version we want to install, so I'm just finding out the latest version and pasting that there. Now in the vercel.json file, I'm just going to paste what we need and you can copy that. Now let's actually head over to vercel.com and create our project. You may need to create an account, which I'm not going to walk you through here. Now we need a Git repository that vercel can look at, which we'll head over to github.com to create. In order to upload our code to GitHub, we need to type in a few commands. So cd into your code directory, and then initialize the Git repository. Next, add all of our changes, and then basically just copy the commands you see in GitHub. If you have any troubles with this, which you very well may, just let me know and I'll try to help. So now we got all our files in the repository, and it's appeared on vercel, so let's import that and create the project. When that's finished building, head over to your brand new page. It will not work, but don't worry. That is expected. That is because we haven't set it up for deployment properly. What we need to do is we need to comment this line out, because vercel sorts out running the app on its own. Now just head back over to the command line, add your changes, commit them. I'm going to amend the last commit. And now that's amended, I got a force push. If I head back over to GitHub, my changes will appear and I refresh the page. Now if we head over to this deployments tab, we'll see that it's detected a change in the Git repository and rebuilt the app. Oh, it looks like I've made a mistake. Right, so we're missing some requirements. I forgot to add that we need Markdown as well. So I'll just check the version of that and put that into our text file. Add those changes to Git, amend the commit, and then push them. Now vercel will automatically rebuild that, and our page should be working when we reload it. And there we go. Anyone can now visit our blog at the URL that vercel has given us. Okay, so what we're going to do next is we're going to make this look a bit nicer, because you'll undoubtedly agree with me that this is not very presentable. I'm going to create a static directory, which I'm going to put my style sheet in. And this style sheet is just going to set links to be yellow, just to test it out. Now I got to add that style sheet to the HTML, so that it knows which style sheet to look at. Now make sure you've uncommented bottle.run in server.py, then hit F5 to run your server. Then head over to localhost 8080, and you'll notice that there is no change despite the style sheet being there. This page can't find the style sheet because we haven't set up the route in the server. Instead of having to set up a route for each static file, we can just point bottle to a static file directory. :path just tells bottle to interpret slashes in the URL as a file path. And make sure this is at the bottom of your server Python file, because otherwise it will override all of your other routes. Now this route will take the file path that you put in the URL and look for it in the static directory. And if we reload our server and our page, we will see that the links have turned yellow. Now I'll go through and add a bunch of styling that makes our blog look nicer. It'd be great if we had a link that just took us back to the home page, so I'm gonna add that into the template as a nav element. Okay, we got our little nav there, but it just looks like another post. So I'm going to differentiate a post link and a nav link in the HTML so that the CSS can apply different styles to each. What this means is that only links under an element with a posts list tag will be applied with this style. And if we reload our server, we see that behavior. Now I'm going to make the nav look a bit nicer. Okay, our blog is looking great. We have a home link and we can navigate really easily, switching between these posts. So I'm going to comment this line back out, add our changes, and then commit them. The commit message I'm going to set to added styles. Oh, I forgot to add -m. That specifies that it's committing to the main branch. And then I'll push that commit. Then vercel will update our page. So that's the end of the tutorial. Hope you learned something. If you need any help, feel free to reach out. And I'd love to see what you make. So send it to me.